And Ssenyange now joins us from Kampala, but we're going to start off with what the reaction is in Kampala around the elections in the USA. Good evening and welcome to African Perspective. What can you tell us about what's currently happening on the ground re the elections of the United States?
Well, it's quite exciting around Kampala. Many people are following the elections very much on social media. A couple of places around town are following on television and radio as well with the updates that are coming through. Definitely, it's a very different perspective, though. On the other hand, that the election in the U.S. is coming in within about the same time that Uganda's had its presidential candidates nominated for next year's election in January, according to the Electoral Commission here. So it's two-way traffic for most of the political followers in the country. That the keen interest for them now would be what is happening in Uganda as well as what is happening in the United States.
And I was actually thinking about this, that heading into this interview with you, and that of course that what's happening in Kampala with your own elections set to take place next year, and on the other end, how Bobi Wine was bundled into that police van, that would of course overshadow what's happening in the United States.
Well, certainly, yes. That made the headlines on Tuesday afternoon and through the news bulletins on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Definitely, it was not the kind of thing that many people expected. Robert Kyagulanyi, Bobi Wine, as he's popularly known here, had a very simple and, well, limitedly event-free procession to the nomination center. And, well, people looking forward to the same happening after his nomination. The nomination went on quite well. He had quite a heavy speech, a lot to say about what he hopes to do for the country. But then minutes after, as he was exiting the nomination center in the center here of Kampala, he was bundled into a police van and driven straight towards his home. Now, his home is approximately 20 kilometers from where he was, the nomination center. The police authorities today said that he was planning on having a procession towards his party headquarters, and it's not something they had planned for him on Tuesday after his nomination. So definitely that made much of the headlines, and very much in comparison to what happened on Monday when the incumbent President Yoweri Museveni and a few other aspirants there got the nomination forms. It was a very calm day on Monday, but quite different incident on Tuesday, and not just for Bobi Wine alone. Another presidential hopeful from one party, the Forum for Democratic Change, FDC, Patrick Oboy Amuriat there, also having very much being in trouble with the authorities. He got to the nomination center without shoes. So quite an eventful day on Tuesday, but now it's very much the calm after the storm.
Where is Bobi Wine currently, and have you heard anything at all from international supporters? Because we have seen that he has managed to gain some sort of international popularity as well, and those supporters as well. Has there been any word at all from the international community?
Well, Bobi Wine, what we have been able to gather is that he's currently at his residence on the outskirts of Kampala. But it took a bit of a beating on Tuesday, so that, of course, has put him in quite a state. The General Secretary of his party announced that he's seemingly well and getting through the day. Unfortunately, he will not be taking the security detail that was assigned to him, which he says failed to protect him and the incidences on Tuesday. He plans on launching his manifesto out of the capital city, approximately 230 kilometers from the capital city. We hope that that will not come with any events with or altercations with the authorities. In terms of reactions to what happened to Bobi Wine on Tuesday, definitely there's been quite an amount of reaction, mostly from the local NGOs here. saying that whatever happened was not entirely called for. We are yet to gather a bit more on what the international agencies actually have to say about the instances on Tuesday. So we can only wait and see what comes out.
Okay, just quickly, as we wrap up, anything at all from the presidency itself and the supporters of the president?
Well, since it was much of a calmer situation on Monday as the incumbent President Yoweri Museveni got nominated, quite a lot of jubilation. President Museveni himself came out to say that those that will be disturbing the peace of Ugandans will be dealt with, and dealt with quite vigorously. Unfortunately, those words play much into what happened on Tuesday. That is what was taken out most of what President Yoweri Museveni said on Monday. He again launched his manifesto on Monday, citing a few things that he will be able to do, especially around the integration of Africa, stronger ties. They are trying to build stronger ties across the African continent, stemming from Uganda. There's been quite a bit of silence in terms of what happened on Tuesday, but many are looking forward to how the campaigns will roll out, and very much so could be a bit of a bumpy ride.